I found him when he was about 2 to 3 weeks old at a job site. He was following us around, obviously starving, and unable to break any nuts open with his teeth at that time. Isn't he the cutest little thing you ever did see? I know it's gay, but I love the little chipster. And he loves to get his ears scratched. He doesn't really understand what the camera is. He's not comfortable with it. Once he gets comfortable with things, he accepts them. But anytime you introduce anything into his little world, it can be as small as a cranberry. He has to look at it, he has to inspect it, he has to bite it, and then he'll eventually accept it as his own. But until he does it, he will not accept it. Will you, Chip? What are you doing? He's looking at the camera now. He doesn't know what it is. And any kind of a noise that he's unfamiliar with freaks him out. But if he gets familiar with the noise, it becomes old hat. Chipster! He loves his ears scratched. It almost hypnotizes him. Most of the time he spends on top of this shelf, right above my computer, and he just looks down at me. Occasionally he wants to come down, and he likes to have his belly scratched. Don't you, Chip? You goofball. Chipster! What are you doing? As you can see, it's almost a hypnotic trance for him to be pet like this. There's his little ears. He is pretty tame at this point. And he is definitely used to human contact, which is, they say, I've been doing some reading up on him. It's not a good thing, because then, of course, they'll run up to people that they don't really know, and then it can be a danger, because they don't know, what kind of hooligans the people might be. Some people don't like squirrels. I don't see how that's possible when you look at Chip, but that is the case. Isn't it, Chip? I don't see how that's possible. The funny thing is, he gets moody at times. And if I'm up late and I'm usually on my computer, he tends to be up and just watches me. He won't go to sleep. Right, Chipster? And then the next morning he's not real happy. He doesn't run around a lot. He doesn't want to climb on me. Chip, where you going, buddy? I'm trying to get this. Where you going? What are you doing, buddy? Sometimes he'll run up and down my back, my torso, as though I'm a tree, which is interesting. Where you going, huh? Chipster! There he goes. He's down my leg. Chipster, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, huh? Chipster! This is Chip coming face to face with Chip. What are you doing? You can kind of hear him. Sometimes he'll make noise. These little... There he goes. Down the leg. What are you doing, buddy? He loves to hang upside down, too. It's one of his favorite positions. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Joseph? What are you doing, buddy?